Do you know what you want?
Podcast. Two guys talking without wearing pants. Pantless. Podcast. You can take our ideas.
Welcome back to the Pantless Podcast. Here's your host, Austin and Travis. Take it away, guys. What's going on?
Uh, it is a new day, sir. We have made
It's a
it.
new something.
Made it. Nobody can tell us we haven't.
Cheers.
Cheers. Tink. So good.
So good. What do you know?
Well, are we going straight into breaking news? Fine.
I
Did
just
you
asked what
hear
you
that
know.
Prince Harry testified that he had no idea about all of the phone tapping allegations?
No.
Yeah.
No.
mean, I had no idea about the phone tapping
What?
allegations. So he's I don't know what the British word is for upset, but that's what he is.
Well,
Upset.
I think they used upset.
Is that the word?
I don't know.
That's an English word. Is that what they speak in Britain? I thought they spoke British.
I think they speak English, and we speak American.
Oh, okay.
I speak Oklahoma.
So he wouldn't say,
With a
I'm
mix of redneck.
angry at this old chap.
Well, it's been nice
Sounds
knowing
like-
you folks. We're gonna
Can you get canceled for mocking the Brits?
yeah.
Can you?
If you're American, Americans can't do a British accent, but British can do an American accent.
I don't know. I've heard that.
Do what?
I don't know if I believe that.
Tom Holland.
Okay.
Have you not?
Bill Gates. Stuff too.
Have you never heard Tom Holland speak in his natural tongue with his natural
Apparently
accent?
not.
He's British. He's like obviously British when you hear him talk. But then when he's Spider-Man, he's New York.
Oh, interesting. He sounds really normal. I didn't know he was one of those non-normal people.
Oh. Watch him in interviews.
All right. Does he ask for like tea and biscuits?
Can I have a crumpet?
The governor bought me a cup of tea. Yeah.
Lisa, may I have another? Speaking of another, have you had anything good to eat this week?
Man, I've had some pretty good. I've had some chicken fried steak, some
Nice.
catfish,
Nice.
some taters.
I love
I had
taters.
some taquitos from QT today.
Those are stupid good.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Just,
We were in your town last weekend, and I threatened to eat lunch at QT. We ended up going to Brahms and getting a bag of burgers instead.
yeah.
A bag of burgers and 2 large shakes. Stat. No, me and the wife, we went and ate at Jinya's Sunday night. I took her out to Jinya's to a ramen bar. You've been there before, right?
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you had been. I told my wife no, but I was wrong. Had me a bowl of ramen off what is called their secret menu.
Spilling the beans right now.
Well, I got to there because I've only had one thing off their menu ever, and a couple times I'd been there, and it wasn't on their menu. When I was looking at their menu, I'm like, oh, you don't have the one I like. So I picked a different one, and I ordered it. I went to go order it, and I'm like, that's not really what I wanted. I wanted something else. Something that's not on the menu. He's like, what's it called? And I told him, he's like, oh, we still have it. I can get it for you. Like, yeah, that's what I want. They brought it to me.
Nice.
So, It's my own little secret menu. Secret
It's
time.
fancy.
We went to the there's a new meat processor in my town, and went and bought some
Is that something that you do? Are you a guy that needs to get his meat processed?
meat. Always needs processed, sir, whether it's mine, yours, or someone else's. But
Okay.
they sell all the meat there. It's all like they butcher all animals, and they sell fresh meat, but it's frozen. Everything they sell is frozen. But I bought some hot links from him, and he makes them there in the store.
Yeah.
And we
So that got a good kick.
no, actually they weren't. They were sporadically hot. They weren't hot links. They were like a milder hot link, I guess. But I took one bite and it lit me up, which means homemade, because it's very inconsistent. And they were good. Have you seen the new bag of Doritos they have out at Walmart?
I don't think so.
They're Cool Ranch roulette chips.
Oh, I have seen those.
I
Yeah.
bought a bag of those.
I want to try those.
I have a bag over there. Me and my kid, me and my older two have been eating on them. So
Yeah.
I figured out
Pretty delish.
they're just Cool Ranch. They're just Cool Ranch Doritos.
Okay.
But there's Cool Ranch Doritos, and then I think they've also got a mega spicy Cool Ranch Dorito, just mixed in the bag, and they all just kind of gel together. So you might I was eating them on the way home from work,
Yeah.
and that's its Cool Ranch Dorito, and I grabbed another one. I'm like, that I can taste some heat in that. Is that the spicy? But I think just like the seasoning on them just kind of meshes at about the 7th or 8th one. I'm like, man, these aren't very hot. What's going on? And I crunch into one, and I'm driving in tears. I'm like, like dying.
That is awesome. I want one. I've got to go get
They're
them.
so good. Like the first two I think my son got were just like mega spicy, and they lit him up.
Huge fan of the spiciness.
Those are my favorite type of spicy. Is you don't know you're getting spicy.
Right? Just surprise.
Yeah.
Just what we like to call a happy mouth surprise.
Yeah. Oh, we also ate this week because we went to that Asian market where I got my sake.
Yeah.
Where I probably butchered that. I also bought these weird things. They were mozzarella and fish sausage corn dogs.
Fish sausage?
Yes.
Okay.
They were like a breaded. They looked like a corn dog.
Okay.
The top half was mozzarella cheese, and the bottom half was a little Vienna sausage little thing down in the bottom. That was like a fish flavored, like it looked like a fish stick kind of thing, and it had mozzarella cheese throughout. But the fish stick was only like.
I guess a fish stick is kind of like a fish sausage, isn't it?
Yeah. They were pretty good. They're just expensive. You only get like 5 in the package, and they're a little pricey. And the wife also we bought a bunch of frozen steam buns, and we made steam buns and fish corn dogs for dinner one night. I found I really like the steam buns with the red bean paste in them. The red bean paste flavor.
I don't think.
Huh?
I didn't know they had flavors inside.
The steam buns?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we get the pork mini buns, and I've had the pork and mushroom steam buns.
Think of something else, then I might not be thinking of the same thing that you're thinking of. Whether you're talking about.
I don't know what you're thinking of.
I don't know.
But had some really good food this week. I think last week was a little boring. This week's we're like in every other week. Next week's probably boring again.
Yeah, you're allowed to have boring
Not allowed.
You are allowed.
Are you allowed?
I'm allowed. I'm allowed. You're quiet. It's a me and Mario.
No, it's a you, a Mario.
Now you got me. Zing.
What else do you know? Anything else going on?
I don't think so. I've pretty much exhausted my knowledge.
Any video games?
Um.
Uh, Scarlet Violet got an update today.
Oh, nice. Can you play it without your game breaking?
Oh, I have no idea. I
You
haven't played
kind
it.
of you got me paranoid, sir. I kind of just like don't even dabble. I'm like waiting for Home to come out, and then
I know my son was
I'm gonna
playing.
transfer everything into Home, and then I'll start playing again.
I know my son's got. He was playing Scarlet all day here all afternoon, and it was running good. I haven't powered it back on. I know Typhlosion is running through this weekend, and Blissey.
Oh, both of them? Ooh, Blissey would be nice. That'll get you some Terra shards.
Yeah, that's the one that has the bonus Terra Shards. And I guess the two Paradox Pokemons, Walking
Yeah,
Wake and whatever the other one was,
Iron Leaves.
Floating Fart. I don't remember what it was called.
They're back.
Yeah, I think they're coming back Thursday. They're not back right now, but they are coming back.
Let me know, and I'll jump in there with you.
I need to catch them. I didn't catch them the first time,
You didn't get them.
but I haven't heard yes or no on if you can catch these this time.
I don't think so.
I
I think it's still one per.
I would say you're right, but they've shocked us in the past. Oh, what's the next 7-star we're gonna get?
Ooh, I don't even know. They're done with the Arceus games, so
What have we
what?
not gotten? Because like, when are we getting Blastoise and Venusaur? Are we gonna
Yeah.
get? Are we gonna get Blastoise and Venusaur before Home comes on? Because once we get to go home, what's the use of these 7-stars other than getting the Mightiest Mark? Perfect. Perfect.
That's an incentive by itself. A Mightiest Mark Perfect with a different Terra type.
That's fair. But with with Terra Shards, you can make any of them anything.
But
So
perfect IVs though.
that's true. That's true.
Perfectly perfect.
I was going to live stream a new game last night, but my computer absolutely refused. I was dealing with some stuff with Xbox stuff and Game Pass and Microsoft Store. It was not agreeing with me last night. Minecraft Legends dropped this week
On Xbox Live
on Game
or just
Pass,
straight up.
on everything. You can get it on
Because
Switch.
that was when you had to pay for it though, right?
I downloaded it for free on my PC,
Very nice.
but you can get it on Switch for I think $40.
Golly.
But
do you have any games that you use amiibo functionality for? Kind of games.
gosh, you could do it with Skyrim. You could do it with the first Legend of Zelda. That's all I've ever used them on, are those two games. Why is that?
I am learning some tricks when it comes to amiibo.
You can make your own.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Tricks.
I have. Well, I can't reach them. They're out of reach. I have a bunch of them. I can see Mewtwo, Link on a horse. I know I have that stupid.
The Horse Link amiibo is going to be have special functionality in Tears of the Kingdom.
Will it?
Yeah, there's 4 amiibo that have special
I have
functionality.
two. I have the Badokan, but vodka, the weird gremlin or the weird
Oh, the Bokoblin.
bokoblin. That I have him
Yeah.
because I think I have all of the legend. I think I have all of the the new game, not the newest game, but the one on Switch. Breath of the Wilds. I have all the Breath of the Wild ones. That's not the big Guardian. I don't have the big Guardian, but I have all the other ones from.
You have the champions, the 4 champions.
Oh no, I don't. They released after I stopped doing.
Yeah, they were like a second or third wave.
Yeah, I got all the first.
I don't have those either.
I got all the first wave, but the large Guardian.
Gotcha.
I think I also have Charizard. I think I have Charizard, Mewtwo, and Pikachu.
Are they all boxed, or do you unbox them?
No, they're unboxed. They're sitting over on my shelf.
Point like I can see. Can't see. I just see the city behind you.
No, but they're out of reach on my shelf. They're sitting over there next to my Donkey Kong monster truck.
Yeah. That's my go-to. I just rip them open. I like to use them.
They're a lot like I do the same with my Funko Pops, except for this one. I have one Funko Pop that I never opened. God, I hate this background.
Getting away.
There it is. If I put it right up against my face.
Oh, there you go.
Hot Rocks.
Is that the Thing in Hulk?
That's the Thing in Human Torch.
I guess that makes sense.
He was deemed the most powerful hero, like being, in the Infinity Wars.
Deemed by whom?
Fandom, canon.
Oh.
Infinity War.
Beat up Superman.
Huh?
They think he can beat up Superman.
Superman's not in that universe.
But it's a fandom, right? You can make up whatever you want.
But that's not in that universe. Goku wasn't in that universe, so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, they've scientifically proven that Goku could beat Superman.
Yeah, that's true. But he was there too. That's Love and Thunder. Messing with you. That's Iron Hammer.
Iron Hammer.
That's Tony Stark and Thor mixed together. I think his name was Stark Odin's son. Was his name in the story? Or
something like that?
Huh?
Or something like that?
Something like that. Moon Knight and Spider-Man mixed become Arachnite.
All right. That coming to the MCU eventually?
It was a what if situation. Or not a what if. It was
a what if.
It. What happened was there was part of the story where what's her name? The daughter of Thanos. Part of the
Green Girl.
Yeah, she gets the glove, and when she snaps her fingers, instead of like blinking half the universe out of existence, she folds the universe in half. And when she does, everybody merges. Like if it would have happened, me and you would become one person.
Costin.
And we would both be stuck in one body, one mind, like two minds in one body.
Would we be boring who gets to use our hands?
We know where our hands would go.
On the Joy-Cons.
That's what you call yours too? Ghost Panther is one of my favorites too. That was Black Panther and Ghost Rider. Instead of a motorcycle, he rides a flaming dead panther. All right.
All right, so we're ready to get into this.
What else we got to talk about? I thought we were done for the night. Is that
We
it?
haven't talked about our movie.
What? This?
Yeah, that the other thing.
This?
Retro movie review.
Yeah, that.
I'll cut that out.
Who's got common sense today? Me? You?
I ain't got any common sense. I ran out a couple weeks
Okay.
ago. It is on there. I looked it up.
Okay. It's just on me not to mess it up. Gotta do
Google
the
it.
old Travis trick.
So we watched Gremlins.
Did.
Which I realize it's been so dang long since I watched this movie that I didn't remember most of the beginning of this movie.
Yeah, I was in the same boat.
I think the one I watched most growing up was 2.
No, not me. It was definitely this one. I think I've only seen 2 once.
Once, twice?
2 1.
2, 1?
But 1
then-
more than 2.
2 happened in the mall, right? They were like in
Yeah.
like a shopping mall.
Yeah.
And that's the one I always think that this one is. This movie was interesting. I liked the girl better in this one than I liked her in Drop Dead Fred.
Dead Fred.
Well,
22.
huh?
You cut off. You said I like the girl better than this one than
Oh,
in.
the girl from Drop Dead Fred. I liked her better in Gremlins than I did in Drop Dead Fred.
Yeah.
I think she was a better character.
Yeah.
So, all right. Critics.
What do the critics have to say about this movie? Even
Well,
what's a critic?
13 critics out of 100.
Let's see. The critics are going to say they think it's cute, but lame. They're going to give it a 59.
Oh, how far off you are. 70.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to put that score in our sheet that we've got. I'm going to start trying to track these scores again.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
I'll go back through and get all the old ones. 108 users.
The users liked it. They're going to give it an 8.3.
You were closer on that one than you were on the other one. 7.2. They were actually pretty close.
Okay. This definitely seemed like a fan movie. Did you get did you see the ET references? Hear the ET references?
I think I caught a few of them.
Like there was one where you actually saw ET in the toy store, but then when they were cutting the
didn't see
phone
that.
lines, they were like phone home. Like,
I realized something about when I watched the opening credits. I saw a name that I didn't realize was in movies back then that is messing up movies nowadays.
goodness.
One of the producers was Kathleen Kennedy. She's like the head over the Star Wars movies and does a lot of Disney stuff.
Really?
She's the one that's been kind of making poor decisions with Star Wars movies lately. Like, I recognize you. So, the main guy, the main kid, has he been in other stuff, or am I just imagining things?
I didn't recognize him.
Was this movie, like, obviously from the 80s?
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
I'm like, wow, that looks like I'm watching a movie from the 80s. All right. Critics gave it 9 positive, 3 mixed, 1 negative. Let's see what that is. Users gave it 83 positive, 21 mixed, 4 negative. Empire gave it 100, a delightfully offbeat reminder of how inventive and witty blockbusters seemed when you were a kid.
Okay.
The Christian Science Monitor gave it a 91. In many ways, though, Gremlins is ingenious. Gizmo yanks at your heartstrings with both furry fists, then sits out a few scenes while suspense builds, then plunges back with more vim than ever. The small town setting right out of a gushy Frank Capra movie manages to be timeless, nostalgic, and slightly ridiculous all at once. Well, okay.
All right. That's how you really feel.
What'd you think about the mother in this one? Was she not awesome?
She was a very cool character. Like, she put up with her crazy husband,
Mm-hmm.
and she was just like, she completely supported him. Like, even when you
100%.
thought
100%.
this is going to be the like, there's no way that she can just continue to support him, and she does. Even when he's off at that convention for days, she's still trying to use his stuff that is not functioning.
Like, just religiously uses his inventions, like especially like when she was cutting those onions, and he's like, "What's wrong?" and she's like, "Nothing." And it's like,
right.
At any moment she could have went off, but then when it really dawned on me, I'm like, this lady is a BA. When she just started murdering gremlins in her house.
Yeah, and she did it like it was just normal. Like
that's just what she did on a Sunday.
She did freak out. It was just like, oh, there's gremlins. I have to just slay all of them any way possible.
Grabbed a tray table as a shield. Did you ever use those? Those TV trays?
Yeah. Like I think my family had some. I know grandparents had them, but I think we had some at one
point. We used them a couple of years ago. We used to use them at our old house.
Oh yeah.
I guess they work great. I mean, if we ever get into a war,
especially against gremlins,
like looking for your favorite Chronicle, but I'm not seeing. They didn't review this movie.
Well, see, this movie is from 1984. I was born in '86, so
all right,
it's fine.
TV Guide magazine gave it a 25. This is the only negative review. Dante gleefully trashes cliches and sentimental Capra-esque notions. But one should not forget this movie I can't read words today. Let me start this sentence over. But
I didn't remember
But one should not forget this movie was given a PG rating and cynically aimed to draw an audience of small children who would no doubt be terrorized by this myth-shattering film.
Yeah, which is interesting because it had that one guy used GD a lot for a PG movie. Very surprising.
Who's Dante? They keep saying Dante. Was he the director? Was he the writer? He must have been the. Was he the director or writer? Oh, Joe Dante was the director. I've never even heard of him. This is genre listed as fantasy horror comedy, but it's rated PG. This is 84 PG though.
Right.
I think we've talked about how 80s and 90s ratings were a lot more generous.
Yeah.
A lot more generous. Let's hop over see what Common Sense Media has to say.
Right. So I don't know if we've ever had this guy before, but Randy White is our reviewer.
Sounds new.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He handles himself. But he gives it a 5 out of 5 for kids 12 and older.
Gee dang it.
He says comic horror classic is still scary, some profanity. 57 parents said 10 and older 4 stars, and 169 kids agreed for 10 and older. All right, we'll just jump. So positive messages. What do you think?
Positive messages. 2.
Randy said 1.
Oh, okay.
Said overall message warning against excess and the drive to conquer and control nature. So, there you go. Is that what you picked up? The movie was talking about.
I mean, we were close.
How about a positive role model?
I bet you gave it a 1.
He did. Said Billy and Kate show bravery and resourcefulness, but a lot of mixed messages and microaggression. Can't handle them.
I love microaggression. It's my favorite kind of aggression.
How about violence and scariness?
Well, give me a 4.
He said 3.
Ooh.
He said, and it's very short for a 3, but gremlins gruesomely kill people and vice versa. Sex, romance, and nudity.
Not present, sir.
Correct.
Well,
not present, not even clickable.
I guess he did kiss her once. It could have been given a 1. But not present.
Maybe.
I agree. I do.
A kiss is romance, technically. How about language?
I don't remember hearing hardly any. It was very light on it. So let's give it a 1.
He said 3.
He gave it a 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you didn't catch it, but that guy that drove the tracker, every scene he was in, he would GD 3 or 4 times. Every scene.
He just didn't like them foreign cars.
He did not. This guy kind of mentioned that. He says a moderate bathroom and religiously themed expletive. So Randy doesn't really like to get wordy with his reviews. He's just straight to the point. Products and purchases.
I feel like there was quite a bit in the toy store. Well, you saw the ET references.
Saw the ET. We saw Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse, I think.
I'd have given it like a 2.
Yeah, that would be fair. He said not present, not clickable.
Oh, that's fair. I don't even know what to do with my life anymore. I just don't even know.
Right, and it is Spawn Toys. Growing up, I had a Gizmo doll.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Who knows? But he none. All right. Drinking, drugs, and smoking.
Well, this one's a rough one. Let's say 3.
Yes, 3. Gremlins smoke.
Yep, I was about to say Gremlins smoke.
Drink like fish. Okay.
Was that a reference from the movie that I missed?
I don't know.
I don't
The only thing I can think of is maybe that's just his way of saying they drink a lot because fish are in water. But I don't think fish drink anything. I think Randy's just trying to be funny.
Oh, okay.
And they gamble with abandon. Even though gambling is not drinking, drugs, or smoking, it's a vice, I guess. So he's going to throw it in there.
That's not fair. I agree.
He said parents need to know that Gremlins has many scary scenes, including a mom chopping up a gremlin with a kitchen knife.
Heck yeah.
A gremlin in blender, and indelible gremlin in microwave scenes. All the same stuff. all the mom, just taking it to him. Parents and movie buffs alike may be interested to know that along with Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Gremlins prompted the creation of the PG-13 rating. They're like, because I guess before that it was PG or R, and they're like, this isn't R, but they're like, God, it says PG.
So this movie was the reason PG-13 happened.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, a heads up, even though this movie isn't intended for kids young enough to really still want to believe in Santa, just in case, Phoebe Cates' character gives a memorable speech about how she found out that Saint Nick wasn't real. There's also a lot of salty language, much more profanity than you may remember. We have an adult. Gave it a 1 star for 7 and over. They said the title is dumb.
Damn right.
They said, although I was an 80s child, I still had never seen Gremlins. We watched it as a family with 4 kids ages 6 through 15. As soon as it ended, my 6-year-old groaned, I wish we could start this whole day over again and not watch this movie. All but one of us felt the same way. We want the 2 hours of our lives back. Waste of time. If you want a creep holiday movie, choose A Nightmare Before Christmas 10 times over. See if I can get a good kid. A 17-year-old gave it a 5 out of 5 for 18 and over. Their title was Not My Santa. Said, I saw this when I was 9. I liked it. I watched it twice. I realized Santa isn't real. Duck this movie if you're going to show this to a child 17 or under. Cover their ears and eyes, please. Oh my God, don't show them. But they gave it a 5 out of 5. So apparently, your kids need to believe in Santa until they're 18. Because if they're 17 or younger, don't show them this movie because they're going to learn that Santa's not real.
That's fair. Hey, looking through the cast,
Yeah.
got two legends were in the cast of this movie.
Legends?
Frank Welker and Peter Cullen. Both voiced Mogwais and some of the Gremlins.
Where would I know them from?
Frank Welker
not really
was
a voice actor person.
We've talked about these in past episodes. Frank Welker was Scooby-Doo. Peter Cullen was Optimus Prime. They are legendary voice actors.
Okay.
They've both done numerous roles in. I know Frank Welker's mostly it's like he's well known for doing like animal voices in movies, like voicing animals, like non-human stuff. Howie Mandel voiced Gizmo.
What?
That's what it says. Did you recognize old Judge Reinhold? See, he was in there for a bit. Played Gerald, the bank, the bank supervisor.
Yeah. Where do I know him from? He was in some 80s movies where he was like a jerk teenager.
Yeah, but he was the stepfather from the Santa Claus movies.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's what I always remember him as. I know he's been in a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what I always, every time I see him, I'm like, the guy from Santa Claus.
Gotcha, yeah.
Maybe it's because that's the first time I saw him in a movie, because that, I remember that movie from my childhood. Can you believe that the original Santa Claus is that old?
I mean, if you think about it, kind of, but yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Well, when did they do when was the first one? I know we're going to tangent here, but
I think the first one if I had to guess, my guess would be 94, 96. If I had to guess.
94. 94.
It's been a fat minute.
Whoa. Yeah, he was. In just a minute.
Yeah, it didn't take him long. He got that belly full of jelly in just a short time.
So, yeah.
Belly full of jelly sounds like a great. Oh, speaking of great, now
Well, hey, let's
we're
go for
supposed to
it.
talk about a song. Wait, are we done with movies?
Ah,
Too far off.
we gotta pick we gotta pick one for this week.
Let's pick a new one, and then I need to remind you about this awesome new band that I've only heard one song, and I'm judging their whole body of work as fantastic based on this one song.
Okay. What do you want to watch this week?
Wow.
Pick something. I've picked like the last like 6.
Right.
I feel like I'm carrying this.
Let's go back. We went through our movies and we reviewed a bunch that we didn't watch.
You want to go back and watch one of those?
Let's watch Stardust.
Okay.
It's something that you praised, and think is that Stardust is the one with the brothers that like one threw the other one off a bridge so they could become king or something. Did I remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought we did that one.
We haven't watched it. I've never seen it.
Could have sworn that's one we had done. Because there's another movie on here that you put on here as one we haven't watched that we did watch. The Tu Wong Fu. We did watch that one.
So yeah, that one is a weird one because you reviewed it, and then I watched it with my wife based on your review, and then we talked about my experience watching it.
I thought
but it wasn't
that
really
one to watch.
It really wasn't an official review
that whole episode?
No, but if you see here the white, so that was there were. It wasn't. It was 6 weeks later when we decided to start watching the movies that we reviewed.
I could have sworn we did that one.
So we did watch it, but it wasn't an official.
That means we'll probably just not go back.
We could take that one off though. We can make it green because we did.
I'm just gonna white it out. Then I'll probably move Stardust here to the bottom. That's when. Which, don't make me watch this movie again. You know.
Stardust?
Yeah, I love Stardust. Is probably one of my. Stardust is I think that's the movie that got me to start reading Neil Gaiman books. And he's one of my favorite authors. I love all of his work, except for Coraline. Not a fan. But every author's allowed to have one.
I bet there's a lot of kids that like Coraline.
Do what?
I bet there's a lot of kids that like Coraline.
There's a lot of kids that are afraid of that movie, too.
Yeah. I think we talked about Coraline in one of our episodes. My kids used to watch Coraline in the car. I've never seen it, but I've heard it multiple.
We tried to listen to the audiobook of that in the car with my kids, and they were like freaked out and hated it.
So that'd be crazy.
I've yet to read the book. The book's a bit weird. I think
that's a great idea. I need to go on a long road trip and get a really cool audiobook to listen to the family. Like we could take a 12-hour trip somewhere.
I could probably find you a good one to read together.
Or I could just read while I'm driving. Read aloud. That's safe.
With a microphone so they can hear you in the back.
Right.
So, you want to do Stardust?
Yeah.
All right. I got that. I
And
like it.
I'm gonna think of a different one. Maybe we can bounce back and forth, like one one on the list. Uh,
What are you talking about? Like going forward?
yeah, moving forward.
Yeah.
So like next week we're watching one that we've reviewed before, but now we're gonna watch it. And then the week after, I'm gonna be digging for a movie for
There's
us to watch that's not on the list.
I do know in a couple like the next one we do that's on this list
Uh-huh.
will be 13th Warrior.
Okay.
I need to watch that movie. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
I need me some Antonio Banderas in my life. You should read that book with your kids.
13th Warrior.
It's not called that. They changed the name for the movie.
Because it was I thought what movie or did we already watch it? What movie that because isn't the 13th Warrior based on a different book?
The book's just called something different, and they shortened it down for the movie. The movie's only like a third of the book, the first third of the book. It's a book called Eaters of the Dead
Oh no, that's not what I'm thinking of. Not called
by Michael Crichton.
Eaters of the Dead.
Eaters of the Dead. Yep. Really good book.
Okay.
Like, if you're looking for a good book to read,
Yeah.
that's a good one. I might actually, I think I have some Audible credits. I'm not currently listening to anything. I might pick that one up and start going through that one again. I was talking to somebody at work the other day about how I love Michael Crichton and everything he writes,
Yeah.
and his most popular work I've never read. Jurassic Park.
I thought you said you read that.
I have tried multiple times to read the first Jurassic Park, and I just can't do it. I don't know why. I get in my own head, and I'm like, I can't. I've read almost everything else he's ever written, but I've never read any of the 3 Jurassic Parks that he wrote. And those are like his most popular like works. Like, I can't do it. So, what is this new band that you've
The
discovered?
band already forgot.
God dang
So
it. Gee, dang it.
let me pull up my old Spotify. The band is called.
I'm gonna write
It's
it.
the band has a name, like a lot of bands do.
Is that
And
so? It's called The Band Has a Name. Is that the name of
they
the band?
are gun. I want to say it's Humans on the Floor is the name of the band, and they have a song called I think it's called "Poke Your Eyes Out," and you just have to listen to it. It's
How'd you discover
for
these people?
for an indie band. I listened to a podcast, and the guy on the podcast like started this band just for
He
and
started the band, or
yeah, yeah. He he started the band with there's another band called the Brothers Joseph, I think.
I've
It's
heard
a
of them.
it's a band of sisters.
I think I've heard of them.
Uh,
That sounds familiar.
it's called "Poke You in the Eyes" is the song. But yeah, so he was talking about a song that I haven't listened to called "I Am at Dogs," but I just like pulled it up. I'm like, oh, I'll just listen to whatever their most popular song is. And the first one that popped up was "Poke You in the Eyes,"
Mm-hmm.
and it's good. It's good. I like it.
Ooh, I like the. I dig this band already. I just saw the name of their 2 albums.
Right?
Do you know what the name of their first album is?
Yeah.
The
What
first
is
one.
it? The first one. Yeah. What's the name of their second album?
The second one. Yeah,
Perfect.
sold.
Yeah. Right. Yep. good.
So there's a member of the Joseph was the other band.
Yeah, I think they're called the Brothers
It just
Joseph.
says something about
Oh,
Joseph.
the band Joseph. The band Joseph.
It's just called Joseph is what I saw.
Oh yeah, that's what it just. Yeah,
And it's a band. It's a female band called Joseph.
yeah.
I like it.
So maybe that's just always just maybe the whenever he says the band, like he's just clarifying. It's not a person named Joseph. He's just the band Joseph. Like maybe it's the band, comma. But yeah, they're kind of. I think you'd be into both of them. Joseph sounds like a band that you'd be into. They're kind of they're interesting.
Mm. When I typed up Joseph, it brought up one of my favorite Wallflower songs,
They have a
Josephine.
song. I know that song. Josephine. We're gonna add it to the list.
They're, man, I tried to suggest Hootie and the Blowfish to one of the young kids at work,
Yeah, they weren't having it.
and I guess they went home and listened to one of their songs and came home and came back to work and was like, "Huh, did you check out Hootie and the Blowfish?" And she was like, "That's old people music." I'm like, "Ouch." Ah! Like it's easy listening. Darius Rucker is like a freaking legend.
Yeah,
She's like, I know who Darius Rucker is. I listen to him all the time. I'm like, then you would like Hootie and the Blowfish. Because
he is Hootie.
I've heard his new stuff. It's not that different than the old stuff.
Right.
Like his style hasn't really. He leans more country now. Okay, a
Yeah.
lot more country now.
Yeah. 100%.
But he still sounds the same. Like I hate you. I hate young people.
These kids they just need to get off our lawn and
Are all of the songs by Joseph have the name Joseph in the songs?
no.
Because the one song says Joseph Eye to the Sky, Joseph Nye, Joseph Wind. That or they're just putting the name of the band in front of the song title.
Leave that one.
Okay, I'm following. Oh no, I thought I hit follow. Oh, no.
Human. Did you listen to Humans on the Floor poke you in the eyes?
Not yet. I'd have to. I don't want to get copyright strikes.
Oh, that's right. Because yeah, you can't. Because
I'll have to listen to them later. Plus, I have a poor Spotify, so I wouldn't be able to select that song to just play that. I'd have to just randomize their whole thing, and I'd probably get "I Am Dog" or whatever the name of that song was.
I'm at dog.
I'm at Dog, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably pull them up on the YouTubes.
Okay.
I might actually pull them up on our channel YouTubes. If they have a YouTube channel. I wonder.
Who knows?
Huh?
But who knows? I don't know.
Human. On the moon? They do have a YouTube channel, and our YouTube channel is now subscribed to their YouTube channel. We're their 78th subscriber.
Nice.
I think that's what that is. They have. Oh yeah, their 2 albums are on here. I guess their albums only have 5 songs each.
Could be true.
Oh,
It could be true.
it looks like it's just their. It's a YouTube channel auto generated by YouTube for the band for like YouTube music stuff, I guess. Got anything else?
I think so. I don't think so. I think I need to go over, get out of here, go put something on my belly.
On your belly?
Yeah,
You just
in
gonna
my belly.
osmosis the food right into your.
You smush it through my belly button. There's a hole in there. Right.
You got a hole in there?
There's a hole in my tummy. Go straight to my stomach. Oh, oh. There you go. Dare them to copyright that. That's mine. Made that up right here.
Like I say, look forward. I might be live streaming
Nice.
some Minecraft Legends. I have no idea how the game plays, what the game's like. I've yet to pull it up. I watched a small trailer for it. We'll see what goes on.
Yeah. Give me a message. Let me know when you're doing that.
We'll do. I haven't even tried to do it yet. So I don't know how it'll go.
I try to jump. All right then.
Yeah. I
Log
will
off.
do this right here, and we'll do this right here. Nope, that's